Hello, guys. Hi, this is Ganesh Nayak. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help students preparing for competitive exams like FRM, CFA, and SCR. We have with us one of our student, Aryan. He has been able to clear the SCR exam in the April 2024 attempt, and he's going to be talking about his journey of preparing for the exam and how he managed the challenges in the entire preparation journey. So, Aryan, thank you very much for joining in. And
Yeah,
for the benefit of the audience, if you can just give a brief about before starting the preparation, what were you doing?
yeah. Thank you for having me, Ganesh sir. My name is Aryan Jawalkar, and I'm a PFS analyst. I've been working there for over 3.5 years. I have an experience. I'm a full-time professional. To be honest with you, SCR course I came across via a colleague of mine, and
Okay.
then as I was working full-time. So I was actually looking for a tutor for this exam, which I came across your class via LinkedIn. And
Okay.
then I contacted your class and then I joined the course.
So when did you started your preparation with us?
Yeah, yeah, I started my preparation at the beginning of January, and
Okay.
then as soon as I got enrolled in your program, I started by chapter one and so on.
Okay. Okay. And when did you register with GARP? Which January itself?
Yeah, I registered in the second week of January with the institute, and
Okay.
then accordingly, I had made a plan like how to approach this exam, and
Okay.
that's how it was.
So when you were preparing, so on an average daily basis, how much time you were dedicating?
I used to study 1 hour every weekdays, and during the
Okay.
weekends, I used to give like 3 hours, 4 hours during the weekends.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And with respect to the order of preparation, so you how did you prepare? So you watched the video, read the textbook, the GARP material, and did you solve immediately?
Yeah, I actually used to watch your videos and I used to just make a note of all the key points or the important concepts which you were guiding us to like highlight it for which were
Okay,
important for the exam. And as I was finishing that chapters, like let's say for each first chapter, there are three videos. I used to finish it, then I used to go to the textbook, I used to read it, whatever it was given in the carb book. After doing that, I used to solve the question bank of individual chapters. Like it was three per chapter, I believe. Yeah.
four quizzes.
Yeah, four quizzes per chapter. Yeah.
So you solved all the four quizzes in one go?
Yeah. I used to solve the four quizzes in one go, and then I used to note whichever I got wrong. I used to make a note of it. Then I used to again review and then read the same. That was
Okay,
my
okay.
approach.
And when did you complete your total eight chapters? Which time?
As my exam, yeah, was on 23rd of April, I actually finished 10 days prior to the exam. Yeah. So I
Okay.
had kept those 10 days for the additional preparation and the online readings as well.
Additional
Yeah. So
required reading. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
required readings, which also I believe it was told us to read. Yeah, which I did at least for
Which
one time. Yeah.
yeah. And then so the last 10 days, did you took holiday from your job or off from your job?
Yeah. I actually had a full week off for it as I had
Okay.
to just focus on the exam. Yeah, so
Okay.
that was my approach. And I was like studying for 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, more during that span of time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And how many mock papers did you solve?
I went through all the four mock papers or three mock papers there were, and one GARP sample paper also.
Okay.
And yeah, those were it.
Okay. Got it. And what was the average score you were getting in those mocks?
During the mock, the average score I was getting 55. Yeah, that was the average. And the ones I was getting wrong, I used to go back and review the same. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I actually noted all those wrongs one because I wasn't happy with my mock performance, to be honest with you.
Okay. Okay. From 80, you're getting 55. And
Yeah,
for
on
the
average.
GARP sample paper also, this number was almost same.
Yeah, around 56, yeah, 57.
Okay. Okay. And then, so what was the confidence level before you went to the actual exam?
Okay, before the exam, I was actually quite nervous because it was my first competitive exam post COVID. Like after so many years, I was in a center, and the first half an hour was quite tricky to be honest with you because I feel like I had the difficult questions in one go. Like the first 10 or 15 were quite difficult for me to be honest with you. And as soon as I settled, like the rest of the let's say 2.5 hours, I was quite comfortable and quite relaxed to be honest with you.
And you were able to complete all the 80 questions in 3 hours properly?
Yeah, actually, I finished. I had like half an hour left for me to review the questions, and
Okay.
I also noted all those questions which I felt like they were tricky for me, for difficult, and I noted the option which I felt like this could be the answer for them. And then, as I had a fresh mind and my paper was almost done, so I went through those questions and then made a clear and concise decision.
Okay, got it. And how many questions you had were marked for review, if you remember?
Let's say around 10, yeah, less than 10 they were.
And when you completed the exam, okay, what was the confidence level? That means what was the number that was there in your mind that out of 80, I will get at least this much?
Yeah, I was like 70% confident that I would clear the exam. And the number that I had in mind was around 52 and 53, to be honest with you.
Wonderful. And which chapter you felt was slightly difficult for you in the entire preparation?
Yeah, the chapter 7, the scenario analysis one was quite difficult for me, to be honest. And I actually had to do various other free courses, the ones that are from United Nations one or the ones from TCFT. Yeah, I had to do those as well in between my weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, I did those as well. Yeah.
The required reading, the additional reading that was there. So you read them only once.
Yeah, just once. Yeah, just before, like couple of days before the exam, I did it just for once. Yeah,
Okay.
because I came across a video of yours just like prior to or 3 days before my exam, in which you probably gave us what to do on the D-day, like, and before 2 days, what should we do 3 days. In that, I actually came across that you should be doing these online readings as well. And then via the Fintelligents app, yeah, they were like pinned up rather the online reading material, and via that I finished those.
The PPTs we
Yeah,
are talking about, right?
PPTs as well. Yeah, PPTs.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, if somebody comes and asks you what is the three tips that you can give from your experience of clearing the exam, what should be that?
Okay. My first step would be if you are a working professional who are working full time, I would suggest get a tutor. And what better than
Okay,
your institute? Yeah. The second one will be, I would say, read the questions properly and make sure the options, which like four options there will be, make sure you eliminate the options which you feel like they are not related to the question. And that was my strategy, to be honest with you, to eliminate the options and select the best ones. The third one I would say will be, yeah, that I guess that's it.
one final question. So the GARP material, the GARP book, how many times till your exam date you must have read that book?
4 to 5 times. Yeah,
4 to 5 times. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, Aryan, thank you very much for taking out time and talking to us because
yeah,
you being a working professional, your journey of the exam clearing will also motivate other people to also start. So, for April exam, you started in January. So, like roughly 3 4 months
yeah,
preparation for the exam. And you, like you said, you were dedicating 1 hour each day, and weekends
yeah,
you were putting like 3 4 hours. So, it is manageable with job if you do it
yeah.
in a proper and structured manner. So,
Yes,
this will
yes, you
motivate
can do it.
lot of yeah, this will motivate a lot of students in the future, and your journey will inspire them also. So thank you very much for taking
Yeah.
out time and talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, sir. It's an honor.